I've done a few videos showing how much of a difference or how little of a difference the shaft flex actually makes in your irons as far as just numbers on the TrackMan. Now we got a comment from one of y'all pointing out that the tests that I've done have been at higher swing speeds. I tend to swing my 7-iron somewhere around 95 to 97 miles an hour. So they wanted to know what would happen at a more average swing speed. So that's what I'm testing out today. Now to make things more interesting, today I am using two shafts that are even more different than what I've done in previous tests. Now the normal KBS Tour R Flex shaft is 110, but today I'm using the KBS Tour Lite R Flex, which is 90, and I'm using the KBS Tour 130 X Flex shaft. So they're both 7-irons, they're the 101T 7-irons, and what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna swing both of these clubs right around 80 miles an hour. Tour average for a 7-iron is 90 miles an hour, so I'm taking 10 miles an hour off, somewhere around that, and then we're gonna look at the numbers and see how much of a difference it really makes. 80 mile an hour swing, so just need 10 of these. The best contact, but actually worked out great. All right, let's see how many we have. All right, we have our 10 shots here. Honestly, pretty good results. We are 79.8 miles an hour club head speed, so pretty spot on. All right, we're gonna switch over to the X. Immediately, this feels just so much. This feels so much heavier. It's really interesting to see how that plays out in the numbers at this slower swing speed. One more good one. All right, let's check. All right, let's look at some numbers here. We're gonna start with the KBS Tour Lite R Flex 7-iron. Average swing speed, 79.8, so just about 80 miles an hour. Average carry, 146. Total, 161. And we got a spin rate, 51. Ball speed, 107.1. And height, 59 feet in the air. KBS Tour 130X Flex 7-iron. Carry, 151. So there's an additional about 4 yards or so, 4.5, 5 yards of carry, and an additional 4 yards of total. Club head speed is slightly lower, but about the same. Ball speed, 1 mile an hour faster. Smash factor, a couple points higher. Spin rate, a little bit lower. Height, about 6 feet higher. If you look at the overlay of the dispersions here, you can see it is very clear. I was much more comfortable with the 130X Flex shaft versus the Tour Lite R Flex shaft. And obviously that's the shaft I use more often, the 130X. I'm used to a heavier profile when it comes to my iron shafts. So that to me made it easier to just make that swing. And I personally like the feel of a little heavier golf club because I feel like I can feel the weight and I can rotate through the ball better. Whereas the KBS Tour Lite R Flex shaft, I just felt like it was a little too light. I couldn't feel it as much, which made me a little less confident with the delivery. So I wasn't as consistent with the delivery. The differences here primarily come down to contact. Come down to more consistent contact and better contact with the 130X versus the KBS Tour Lite R for me. If you look at the tracer overlay here, you can see they're actually pretty similar right to left, but it's the back to front dispersion that's the biggest difference, and that's where the quality of the strike is going to show up. All right, so now the question becomes, what do you do with this information? Well, for me, what it just reiterates is that it's not necessarily the shaft flex that makes the biggest difference, it's the shaft weight. And that's what was the biggest difference for me between these two. The dispersion right to left, very similar. The back to front was where the biggest difference was. And that comes down to the comfort that I had through the swing with the heavier iron shaft. So if you are a golfer who prefers a heavier weight in your swing, then going with a heavier shaft probably going to be a better option. But if you're someone who likes the feel of a lighter golf club, feel like you can whip it through the shot easier, well then a lighter iron shaft is going to be a great option for you. But it's not the flex of the shaft that makes the biggest difference, it's the weight of the shaft. And that's something that more people should think about when it comes to what shafts are right for them. If you think I should have done something a little different in the test today, get in the comments, let me know. If there are other tests you want to see us do, get in the comments and let me know. And as always, see you on the next one.